Why are you eating ingredients banned in other countries? Remember that super colorful cereal you begged for as a kid? Or that bright red candy that always turned your tongue into a work of art? Take a peek at the American version of that product, and then look at the one sold in the UK or Europe. Same box, same logo, but a totally different recipe. See, the American version is likely getting its vibrant color from synthetic, petroleum-based dyes like Red 40 and Yellow 5. But the European version? It's often colored with things you'd actually recognize, like beetroot or paprika extract. And this isn't some supply chain mistake, it's a choice. Food companies in the U.S. know exactly how to make these products without the controversial chemicals. They do it all the time for their customers overseas. So the real question is, why are they selling a different, and arguably worse, version to Americans? This isn't just about one product. We are talking about a massive double standard that has been hiding in plain sight on grocery store shelves for decades. Many of the biggest food companies have two different sets of rules, one for the US and another for countries with stricter food safety laws, like those in the European Union. Here's the deal. Americans are legally sold foods with additives that are either banned or require warning labels. In other developed nations, in Europe, regulators use something called the precautionary principle. Basically, if there's scientific evidence suggesting a substance might be harmful, they restrict it first and ask questions later. That's why, in the EU, you might see a warning label on certain products saying the artificial colors may have an adverse effect on activity and attention in children. But back in the US, that exact same product is on the shelf, no questions asked. So, what exactly are we talking about here? We're talking about synthetic food dyes like Red 40, Yellow 5, and Yellow 6. These ingredients don't add any nutritional value. They are purely cosmetic, made to make processed food look more fun and appealing. But a growing pile of research has linked these dyes to some serious health concerns. Studies have shown that some synthetic dyes can lead to hyperactivity, restlessness, and other neurobehavioral issues, especially in children. The concern is so real that in 2024, California passed a law to ban 6 of these dyes from food served in public schools, set to take effect at the end of 2027. And it's not just dyes. Remember brominated vegetable oil, or BOVO? It was used for years in some citrus sodas to keep the flavor from separating. It's now been banned by the FDA after studies linked it to potential adverse health effects. Another common preservative in the US is BET, which has been linked to health tumors in animal studies. Companies have already shown they can make their products without these ingredients for other countries, proving that safer alternatives are out there. So what gives? The simple answer is, because it's allowed. For big companies, changing a winning formula that consumers have known for decades is a huge financial risk. And the American regulatory system has some major loopholes that have been exploited for years. One of the biggest is a process called generally recognized as safe or GRAS. This system has historically allowed companies to basically self-approve new additives without strict independent review from the FDA. This means a company can determine on its own that an ingredient is safe without ever having to notify the FDA. This creates a system where American consumers are the test subjects for chemicals that regulators in Europe have already decided are too risky. While the FDA has announced plans to work with the industry to phase out some petroleum-based dyes, the process is slow and often relies on companies to comply voluntarily. But the power to change this isn't just in the hands of regulators. It's in our hands. Every time we go to the grocery store, it all starts with being aware. If this has you thinking, hit that like button and share this with someone you know. The more people who realize what's actually in their food, the more pressure companies will feel to finally clean up their ingredient lists for everyone. For years, some of the world's biggest food companies have been making a choice for you. They've decided that shoppers in other countries deserve cleaner ingredients than you do. They already have the recipes and the natural colorings. They use them every day for products they sell overseas. But you get the final say. The most powerful vote you have is with your wallet and your attention. Start reading the ingredient labels. Look past the flashy cartoons and bright colors on the front of the box and see what is really inside. Choose whole foods whenever you can. And when you do buy packaged goods, look for products that use natural colorings from fruits and vegetables. You can demand a better standard for yourself and your family. The choice is yours.